Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience. And the shot! That's really well cleared. And it's Fernandez. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this guy, Donnarumma, really is a generational talent, Peter. I suppose you have to be good if you're a goalkeeper and your name's Gianluigi. He really has inherited the mantle from his namesake. There might be room for improvement with his kicking, but otherwise, he is nigh on perfect.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Fernandez tries to pass it through. Ferran Torres! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Ferran Torres has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Bardiol venturing down the left.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And we have our very first corner. And he's gone looking for safety. And here's Messi. And Messi! Oh, crossbar! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, Peter, sometimes that happens. You get a great connection, and yet that proves to be the problem. It was too good to go in.
He's had it nicked away. He's on it. Can he get away? Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's plain for all to see who has settled into this game with the greater superiority. Now for a goal.
That's going wide left. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Rafael Leao looking to play him in. He's in a great position here. Oh, that's a fine interception. Goal kick, as confirmed by the referee. Oh no, this does not look good. Toljan. That's the end of the first 45. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How to look back on the first 45 minutes?
It's a bit disappointing the way the team couldn't make the most of what looked like a pretty high-octane start, Peter. But this break should give them enough time to rediscover their focus and intent and start the second half in a similar manner. They have to keep believing.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. Back on the way then.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And it's Fernandez. Yamal! That is decidedly lacking.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Still, it's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Now it's Rafael Leao. Alexander-Arnold. That is good alertness. Just about up to the hour now. Fernandez. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And that was nowhere near his best. Ball's gone out of play.
That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Referee has just said play on. And that pass just didn't quite work. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, super ball! Chance! He's gone direct here. Bardiol goes sliding in. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Pedri. Fernandez. He'll try from distance. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
Lovely pass, but shooting chance! And he hits the net! Finally the breakthrough!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
Barcelona, after 81 minutes.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Substitution on the field, number 9.
It's time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Barcelona have... Shoots! It's in! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Number 17, Pedri. Substitution on the field, number 18.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
On the field,
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Vencedor. Alexander-Arnold with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Tries to play it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Olasagasti. And that's that. Barcelona come away having earned what they always set out to earn. The maximum complement of points. Pedri claiming the Man of the Match award. Welcome one and all. We have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Oh, he's having a go! Fantastic from Fernandez! About as smooth as it gets. Barcelona are in front. He gave it plenty and some, trashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Vigo couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Can he get it through? And a chance! Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Now can he find He's having a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. No way he was going to let him past. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
He likes Moriba. Rafael Leao on a serious charge here. And it's Messi. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's slung out wide. Approaching the half-hour mark. Yamal. Fernandez. Good purposeful running this. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. Shot a goal! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Barcelona with the corner. They're first. Defending of the desperate variety. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, it's come loose.
Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Rafael Leao, who's set up one goal so far. Cleared away. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Yamal is on. Big chance! And that's a tiny finish. A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Simplicity itself.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
So that's 2 now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game,
2 added
now's
minutes
the
has
time to
been
get it
indicated.
done.
Yamal. And that is the end of the first half.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially disruptive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Barcelona firmly in control at the break. 2-0 the scoreline. The second half is up and running.
There they go, hunting again.
He likes Moriba. Alexander-Arnold. Nicely weighted ball. Ferran Torres. Barcelona are 2 up early in the second half. Rafael Leao. And it's Messi. Now that looks a decent ball. Can he finish? Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
The
3-0
attendance for
and
this
things
match
are
was
starting to look awfully cosy.
97,559.
And he's been shifted off it. Pass somewhat off target. Ambitious ball here. Floated through. Well, there's the clearance. He's gone for goal. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Looking for a runner. Neatly clipped into space. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. He likes Moriba. Pedri with the foul. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
And that has left him in a heap. Yamal. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, important interception. Lovely feet. And it's Pedri. Messi. And Messi! It's a goal! They are playing them off the park. The invitation was clear and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As to their opponents, a long way from that. Can he spark a counter here? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Played out towards the right wing. And the number on the board is 3.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Getting up there! And that is as much as we have time for. Barcelona come away having earned what they always set out to earn, the maximum complement of points. Ferran Torres taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
This is just what we liked.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. I'm ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're very much on the way now. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, it's a formation, Peter, that lends itself to good possession and control in midfield because you've got...
He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Showing great feet there. And the finish!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Looking for a runner. Rafael Leao is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Tries a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that's a foul. Free kick's been given. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Great vision. He's going to be disappointed with that. Pamplona are very much a team that like to work off a central target. Is that how you see them, Jim?
Yeah, I agree with that, Peter. They seem to have the right personnel, certainly on the delivery front. I'm sure there's a trigger to this, whether it's someone opening up the passing lanes or making a move into the box.
Tries from a long way out. Nearly, but not quite.
I don't think anyone's really surprised that he's tried that, Peter. He's certainly confident in smacking one from range. Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Ball is over the line. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Fernandez.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And the referee says that is that for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Barcelona go in at half-time with a 1-0 lead.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Barcelona looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Barcelona leading courtesy of the game's only goal. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Pinches it off him. Still just the single goal between the sides. No, he's just misjudged that one. Barcelona have reclaimed it. And it's Messi. Shot could be on, and the shot! Oh, that's fabulous! About as smooth as it gets. And there's the goal they've been looking for. He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Yamal. Looking to play him in, picked out brilliantly. And this is shoots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
The goal scorer for
What a moment of brilliance, control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Yamal, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Aimed beyond the defence. Barcelona have hit a quick-fire double here. Now it's Mbappe. That's good running with the ball. Messi. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Rosier. Budimir. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, now he can run away with it. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Well taken goal. But that is not going to count.
The decision came a little late because the referee initially didn't see the assistance flag, but it's the right call.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, number 17, Budimir. Coming on the field, number 16, Moi Gomez. Number 9.
Looking for options for movement. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! And no mistake. This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Barcelona are having a ball here. And he welcomes it in. Fernandez. Here's Rafael Leao. Played back into the centre. And it's Messi. Rafael Leao has it out wide and in space.
There will be 5 minutes added
5
time.
minutes to add.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Rafael Leao. He's a sharp little ball here. That's the keeper's ball. It's a pretty loose pass. So that's it. It is all over. Barcelona win it. And it's a big win, and they can look back on a job well done. Mbappe claiming the man of the... So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So bring it on.
Whoa, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're contesting a title, a final, or just playing for pride. This one's always special.
Things already rolling. It's of course round two between these two. I wonder what we expect this time. It's loose now and they want to get it back. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, good spread. who do you, Jim, see making the difference here? Shot, surely! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
He's right up in the top 10 scorers in the league. So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
He's picked his way through.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Hansko gets over and intercepts. Kubil.
Barcelona are really in a position where...
That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And he is going into that little black book. Now it's Simeone. Bangla is in the top 10 when it comes to assists this season. Messi. And it's Messi. Messi, good purposeful running this. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Gets a good foot in there. Griezmann, nice bit of trickery. Chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Well, it goes to show you there's a lot you can do if you have willing runners like that. You'll always get that chance, and it's quite direct from them. It's actually quite long from back to front.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. And now they can spring out of defence.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of...
Real chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Griezmann goes short. Griezmann. He is starved of space and time. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's bustling through here. This looks promising. No way through, so back it comes.
2 added minutes has
And
been
it's Pedri.
indicated.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's hoisted clear. Ruggeri. And the referee says that is that for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Barcelona trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So straight into the second half.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
There's the shot! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 21.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now, can they get him away? Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game.
The attendance for this match was 96,628.
And he skips past his man. Looking for the run. He's in a great position here. Oh, he's played it in low. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Substitutions taking place.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Yamal wants to run onto this. Koke. Pudil. Hanchko. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Tries to pass it through. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
So we have further activity on the bench here. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
Barcelona leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
All the way back. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And he's picked it up out wide.
Madrid really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
4 added minutes.
That is one way to stop him. And reclaimed it in a trice. Played into space. Ball's gone out of play. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Some players have clearly taken issue here, and things are threatening to boil over. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona come away having earned what they always set out to earn, the maximum complement of points. Pedri voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
They came, they saw, and they were
The
sent
end of the
back
game.
in.
Reflections.
Thank you everyone for your support.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown, and Messi! Goal! Barcelona! And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
The goal scorer for Barcelona.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Can he finish? Played towards the front line. And he's decided to go for it. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Played out wide. And it's Pedri. And here's Messi. Getafe are a team known for their direct brand of football. So, Jim, what are we looking for here?
Well, I think it depends on a couple of things, Peter. Firstly, you know, whether they have a quality passer who can play those.
Decent chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, super ball! Vitinha! And for a moment, time stood still. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Front-footed pressing going on here. He's a sharp little ball here. Barcelona very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Oh, looks a smash chance! It's a goal! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
After 29 minutes is number 21, korun.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Mbappe running with intent. Ferran Torres. Martin. Pedri promptly onto that, and that is that. Mario Martin. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And here's Ferran Torres. Satriano. Now Mario Martin, and he's got away from him. A lot of space ahead of him. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Satriano's cross. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. How would you review the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, so I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Barcelona sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. The second half is up and running. Good running, strong and purposeful. Mbappe. Mbappe going like a man possessed at the moment. And it's Messi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Satriano engages and forces him off the ball. Messi, good strong midfield running here. Yamal. Barcelona in a very solid position to... And he shoots! And that is wildly off target.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Oh, that's a key interception. Satriano. Tries one from range. Not a bad try by any means.
I don't think anyone's really surprised that he's tried that, Peter. He's certainly confident in smacking one from range.
Substitution on the field. Number 6.
Getafe choosing to make the first change.
Well, it's an interesting move, this, Peter. It just gives opposition defences a very different challenge.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Messi. Messi. There he goes, motoring forward. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Dion. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Leading by 2 and the... he's given it away! Mbappe. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Out towards the flank. And he's in on goal! He's having a pop! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, usually you're going to get punished.
Not the most accurate pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
There
The
will
pass
be
wasn't
1
good
minute
enough.
added time.
He knows it.
No, that's been intercepted. And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona have done it. They've achieved what they came for. Maximum points, the perfect outcome. Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Anybody interested in attending?
So Jim, how do you reflect on...
গোল দিতে পারতেছি না। হচ্ছে না, হচ্ছে না। উপর দিয়ে চলে যাবে না।